everybody, welcome back to my channel. So on today's video we will be doing a review of the Disney Designer Collection. Now obviously this is just the eyeshadow palette, so I have this, I have the lip glosses, I have all of the Super Shock shadows and the highlighters and all of the lipsticks. So I got everything. This was a collaboration with ColourPop and Disney. So obviously they, took a stylized direction with all of the Disney princesses and created a collection based on them. So if you want to see how this collection breaks down and what I think of it, then keep on watching. But before we get into this, you already know what you gotta do. Click that subscribe button, hit that bell, getting the notifications when I post new videos, and click that like button. Let me know you're liking the stuff that I'm putting out. So without wasting any more time, let's get into this review. Alright, so first we're going to start off with this eyeshadow palette. So here, as you can see, this is what the outside of the palette looks like. Don't mind all the little dirty stuff on it. I've been using it a lot. So as you can see, they have these gorgeous stylized Disney princesses. They chose to feature Tiana, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Snow White, and Cinderella. So here's what the inside of the palette looks like. See, they have cute little autographs from each princess, but as you can see, this is the inside of the palette. You can kind of see all the colors. They have the names below the colors as well as on the back. But I mean, in my honest opinion, this wasn't necessary if you did it inside. So that was just something that I felt, I was like, yeah, that's a little extra. That wasn't really necessary. But the palette is called It's a Princess Thing, as you can see right there. Shoot, let me focus. There you go. So it's called It's a Princess Thing. It's got names of characters from all the movies that are from the featured princesses right here. Overall, I mean, the palette it's a neutral palette. This was probably one of the biggest gripes from people as I was reading comments online about this collection. If you watch the movies, which I am wholeheartedly a Disney princess fan, I am a self-professed Disney princess fan, specifically the cartoon Disney princesses. Now, I have nothing against Pixar princesses. Like, the exception for me is Elsa and Anna. I love me some Frozen. But when it comes to the animated, like the original animated Disney princesses, if you look at their makeup in the movies, which who's really focusing on that? But if you actually do look at them and you see how they were animated, none of their looks were really that extravagant. All of their looks were really neutral. So I'm sorry to all you folks out there. This is what I expect. This is the palette scheme that I expect based off of the Disney princesses and how they are portrayed in the movies. Color is involved in the surroundings, not so much on their face. So, I mean, this palette, for the most part, I mean, I used it on my eyes today. As you can see, this is the look that I created. It's a nice palette. ColourPop shadows are really good, so I expected these shadows to perform. And they did. All of the shimmers are really beautiful. Now this shimmer down here, now obviously if you can look in the palette, this is really, like, for me, this is really the only thing that works as a transition shade. Some of the, like the rest of these right here are a little too light, so I use those to blend out edges. That's really what these particular colors right here. So that's Chip, Juju, and Grumpy. Though these three shades right here are going to, if you are of, like myself, a little bit more melanated, those are going to be more transition shades, or you can use them as lid shades. But these don't really work for me as transition. Abu right here is a gorgeous transition. I use that in my look today. It does what it does. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that black right here is really shimmery for an outer corner. You can use it if you're using it as an outer corner shimmer on your lid. it'll work. But if you're wanting something to deepen your crease, it's going to be this shade right here, which is Magic Carpet. This shade right here, now in the pan, it looks shimmery. But as you can see, I used it a little bit in my crease. That shimmer doesn't translate. So it's more of a shimmery matte. So you don't have to worry about that shimmer popping through. It doesn't really translate. So it's more of like a shimmery matte, and you can use that to deepen your crease if you are my shade in Daka. So that's what I would personally use it as. But I mean, overall, the palette is really nice. I like the palette. All right, so next the next part of the collection I'm going to talk about, I'll stick with eyes. So here I'm going to show, these are the Super Shock shadows that came. So this is A Whole New World. This is Under the Sea. As you can see, it's a beautiful little seafoam green. This is Hi Ho right here. It's a shimmery kind of open that so you can see it. That's what the shade looks like in the pot. So that's Hi Ho. Then you have Almost There, which is this shade right here. So you can see I've used it. This is a really nice color. Then you have Be Our Guest, which you have right here. This is what that color looks like in the pot. And then you have So This Is Love. This is what that looks like in the pot. So it's kind of like a cool tone shade. I mean, these are, I like them. Now, so far I've only used, I've used Almost There, and I've used A Whole New World. This one is a beautiful muted pink. It goes on the lid very nicely. It is very sparkly. There is a lot of glitter in this. So you don't really want to, per se, swipe this on. You want to tap this on. So because if you try to like swipe and move a lot, the glitter is going to kind of go everywhere a little bit. So just kind of tap it on to keep the fallout of glitter to a minimum. But other than that, I mean, this shade is really, really pretty. Then you got A Whole New World. This is beautiful kind of periwinkle purple shade. This is a lot, now this looks really vibrant in the pot. This one is a little more muted when it goes on the eye, but if you're just wanting like a little sheer wash of color on your eye, this color is definitely that. Obvious, but I mean, for the most part, the colors translate. They're really, really pretty. I mean, here's the green. As you can see, I haven't used it yet, but the formula, even between these two, are your signature Super Shock shadow formula from ColourPop that work really, really well. So overall, like, the Super Shock shadows are really nice and I like them. So once I kind of dabble in all of these, it's not going to really change my opinion, because I mean, I like the Super Shock shadow formula from ColourPop. They're really nice, so you're not going to be disappointed with these. But like I said, this one is a little more muted, but it's a nice sheer wash of color, and it can work with just about any look that you create. So overall, the Super Shock shadows are nice. Alright, next I'm going to be talking about these bad boys. These are the Super Shock cheek colors. And I mean, these are from, obviously on me, these are going to translate as highlighters. I'm just going to be honest. So you have A Smile and a Song, which is this shade right here. You have A Smile and a Song. Then you have... what is this? This is Part of Your World. So it's kind of this little pearlized pink shade, as you can see. These were probably my least favorite items in the palette. The reason being is that when I put these on my face, and I tried these on 2 different occasions. When I tried to put these on my cheeks, it took up my foundation. Like all that work that I put into making sure that my foundation looked flawless, these bad boys took it away. So these are probably items that you would want to use if you just simply put like a primer on your, like if you have really great skin and you just kind of want like a little glow from within type of situation, that's what these are. But if you're trying to put this on top of a foundation, especially for me with combo oily skin, this took my foundation up like that. These personally for me do not really work on my face. I would more than likely use these as lid shades in my personal opinion, because these are lid shades that I would generally go towards if I'm trying to just keep it kind of a neutral day and I just want to kind of just put a little wash of color and some mascara on. That's what I would use these for. So these more than likely would be used more as eyeshadows for me than cheek products. So if you're able to make these work, more power to you. But for my combo oily skin and for the type of looks that I like to go for, this took up my foundation. So these are probably not my most favorite items in this collection. Alright, so next products that I'll be covering in this collection are these bad boys. These are the lip glosses that are in this collection. So you have the shades, you have Bippity, which is like this clear sparkly shade. Then you got Boppity, which is kind of this nice little pink shade. And then you have Boo, which is more of like a paler kind of cool tone pink. So you have a warm tone pink right here. You can see that. Oops. It's not focusing. There you go. So you got this warm tone pink right here, which is Boppity. Then you have Boo right here, which is this cool tone pink shade. If it'll focus. Come on, little camera. There you go. So this is Boo. And then you have Bippity, which is kind of just like a clear lip gloss shade, nothing really spectacular. So I'll swatch these on my hand so that you can see what's going on. So here, all right, so there are the 3 shades swatched. So you have you have Bippity, Boo, and Boppity. Right there. Those are the 3 shades. These are really nice lip glosses. They I believe I used Boo on top of my lipstick today, and I'll talk about that lipstick color in the next part. But this is the color that I put on top of my lipstick. These are really nice. These are just nice sheer washes of color. If you just a clear lip gloss person with a little bit of sparkle, this is what Bippity is for. But the other 2, these are just nice sheer pink lip glosses. I've used these by themselves and on top of lipstick. So I mean, they're really nice shades to work with. I really like them, and they are relatively, I mean, these are probably really nice glosses. I mean, I like them, so I highly recommend them. Alright, so the last but certainly not least products that I'm going to be showing you are these boogers. These are all of the lipsticks that come in the collection. So here we have Tiana. You can see that. There you go. Here's Tiana. This is what she looks like in the bullet. Then you have Snow White here. And then this is what she looks like inside. That's Snow White. Then you have Cinderella right here. That's what I'm currently wearing on my lips right now, and this is what she looks like in the bullet. That's Cinderella. And then you have Ariel. If you can see that. Probably not. Here's Ariel. This is what she looks like in the bullet. That's Ariel. And then you have... Now, for some weird reason, this one came without a label. But this is Jasmine. So this is what Jasmine looks like in the bullet. There you go. There's Jasmine. And then last but certainly not least, here we have Miss Belle. That's what she looks like on the lid. And this is what she looks like in the bullet. So I will go ahead and swatch all of these so that you can see what the shades look like. So those are all 6 lipstick shades swatched on my hands, and that's what they look like. I will actually post some photos of how they swatched on my lips. Like I said, I'm currently wearing Cinderella on my lips. Now, all of these shades are really, really pretty. I personally don't feel the need to put on a lip liner with a lot of these. Now, you could probably say Cinderella could use a little bit of one, but if you pair it with the right, like if you pair it with Boo, the lip gloss, you don't really need it. It's almost like a bubblegum pink, which I really like. So I personally didn't feel the need to put on a lip liner with it. I'm able to make it work for me. So but this, I mean, all of the colors are really, really nice, but my hands down favorite, and I'll post a picture right here where I'm wearing Homegirl in a church look. Tiana came through. Tiana is stunning. It is a beautiful color on the lips, and especially as Tiana representing as the very first Black Disney princess, ColourPop did not fail when it came to this shade. This color is beautiful. It would go well with any skin tone, especially my melanated sisters. This lipstick is your jam. This is a beautiful fall wine red color. When I wore this to church, I got complimented so much on this color. It is out of this world. This color is beautiful. Snow White is probably going to be more of this is more of like a brick red, which would work for us melanated sisters as well. Now, I expected this to be a little more blue toned red, like a bright red, because if you see Snow White in the movie, that bread is that bread, girl, that red is bright. So I expected this to be a little bit brighter, but I appreciate the fact that they realized that they probably wanted this to be able to translate across all skin tones, so they muted it down a little bit. I can appreciate that, but like all of the colors are really, really pretty, and the formula is nice. It's not dry. It's very moisturizing on the lips, so you don't feel like your lips are getting sucked to oblivion. Like, they are really, really, really nice lip colors. So if you are able to somehow get your hands on all of these, I would get your hands on all of them. Don't just get just one, like get all of them, because all of these colors are staple colors that you need in lipstick shades as a female when it comes to working on different looks. Now, if you just want one of them, you can pick and choose, but right now, with how the website's going, when they restocked, I got it. It is in your best interest to more than likely to probably get the collection. You don't have to use everything, but get the collection, because it's going to be really, really hard for you to get your hands on just one of these. So at least if you buy the collection, you're going to get your hands on all of them And if there's specific shades you don't like, you can give those away. But me personally, I like all of the shades, so I'm keeping all these. Ain't nobody getting none of them. But overall, I mean, I really like the collection. The collection was a really nice representation of what the color schemes of each Disney princess is. So I can truly appreciate the care that ColourPop took into creating this collection, because it's a really nice collection. You can get it, there's things to suit everyone's needs. If you're not a lipstick girl, they got the glosses. If you're not a gloss girl, they got the lipsticks. If you just want like a nice neutral palette, this eyeshadow palette is the business. If you want little pops of color, the Super Shock shadows are there for you. So it's a really nice collection. It was a very well thought out collection. This, you can tell that this wasn't haphazardly put together. It was a very well thought out collection, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, the only products that I didn't like were these, but I would repurpose these in a different way. So overall, I like the collection. So tell me what you think in the comments down below. Always, as is custom, if you're coming into my home, don't forget to hit that like button. Come on, subscribe to this family and watch all my videos. I'm be coming at you with a lot more stuff, especially for next week since I'm off. We have the whole week off, so for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to be definitely putting up a lot of videos next week to kind of get more content out to you, my lovely fans, and to also be popping out different looks, because I got some more new palettes that I just want to just play with and just create looks with and show you what I can create with them. So like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down there, click that bell, getting the notifications when I post new videos, and until next time guys,